Howdy! This is Limbus Company. Face the sin, save the ego. It's a shame. I wanted to have a look at your face. I reckon you won't tell us where your star is, right? My star? I have a star? I'm not understanding this storyline whatsoever, and I don't really know how any of these people got here, or how I got here, if this is me. Okay, case in point, this is me. Like hell I am. I'm taking this location to the grave with... Why do I just say a sentence and then not finish it? Damn it, where was blank supposed to be again? My memories are escaping me too quickly.
그렇군. 입이 없었지.
Right, no mouth. Wait, so can they hear what I'm saying? Or am I just speaking, am I thinking it?
자연히 그것을 찾을 방법도
Which in turn means we won't learn how to acquire it from this person.
그럼 이제 끝내도 돼?
Can I end them now? Excuse you, Wolf. Please. Sure. Huh?
이거 무슨 소리야? 표범. 설마 뒤에다가 추적자들을 달고 온 거야?
Hey, what's that noise? Don't tell me, Panther. Did you allow yourself to get tracked? Be tracked?
아니, 쫓아올 자는 아무도 없었어. 짐승일 확률은
No, there was no one that could have pursued me. Perhaps a wild animal?
짐승 소리가 아니야. 이건
This is not the sound of a beast. A beast would make. It's
버스.
a bus. A Limbus bus.
저런 게 어떻게 여기까지 굴러들어왔지?
How did it even end up here?
조난당한 버스인가 본데?
Must have taken a wrong turn.
길을 잘못 든 죗값은 생각보다 무거울 테.
Whew. Okay, little owl. The price they'll pay for taking the wrong turn will be heavier than they expect. They are so dramatic! If I could speak, I'd be making fun of them. Oh! Oh, I guess there's no need to make fun of them. Oh my god!
사자가 밀린 거야?
It bested lion strength? Yeah, a bus can do that sometimes. Is someone coming off the bus? Are we gonna meet someone new? Someone that won't want to kill me?
여전히 내 눈이 틀림없다면 당신은 영광의 항구에 이르겠지.
If my eyes are still right, then you will reach the harbor of glory. Uh-huh. Who are you? That nameplate says Faust?
어두운 숲에서 길을 잃었군요.
You've lost your way in a dark forest. I'm sorry, what?
하지만 당신은 두렵지 않았어요.
Yet you were not overcome with fear. Why was that? I could simply lift my head to find the star.
그래요.
That's right.
이제 그 형상을 되뇌면서
Now repeat with the heart what I tell you aloud as you remind yourself of that image.
너의 별을
Follow your star. Follow your star. At that moment, I felt a sudden thump in my head, followed by the sting of several chains penetrating my chest. Oh my god! Okay, none of them penetrated my chest. I just want to point that out. Nothing penetrated my chest.
걱정하지 마세요.
Relax.
정말로
Though it may feel otherwise, your heart is still functional. Yeah, they didn't penetrate my chest. Therefore, I'm safe.
이것으로 계약은
With this,
완료되었습니다.
the pact has been sealed. Excuse me?
상태, 이제 저희는 당신의 시간에 귀속되었습니다.
Dante, from this day forth, we are bound to your time. Wait, sinner number 2. I'm Dante? What do you...
이제 저희의 심장이 멎고 뛰는
The beating of our hearts now depends on where your hands fall.
잘 부탁드려요.
I hope you'll make a fine leader. Our? Wait! I'm Limbus Company! Oh, and wait, it said my name on my coat. Did that always say my name? Really? If I feel like I should have been able to figure that out. If I just woke up in the middle of the woods and I'm wearing like a suit, whatever, like fancy clothes, I would check what I'm wearing. And it literally says Dante. Says Dante, says number 10. Actually, I might not have eyes. Alright, that's fair. If I don't have eyes, then I guess I couldn't see it. But, regardless, I disagree. We're racing against time, and the situation isn't in our favor. So let me explain this once. Fine. After some time passed... Wait, you weren't gonna explain it to me? You're just gonna explain it to Dante. I feel like I need to know too. So, if I'm not mistaken here, and I do as you've said, those total strangers will fight for me? Which ones? The animal people? Or the sinners? The magic school bus sinners? I'm really confused.
맞아요.
Head. Yeah, my head is a clock. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I'm a clock. I don't wish to be a clock.
지금은 눈앞에 놓인 전투에 집중하죠, 단테.
You should focus on the struggle at hand, Dante. I feel like it's of more import that my head is a clock than the rascal vandals over there. Because, you know, it feels like you guys, the sinners, the magic school bus people with the giant swords, could perhaps take care of the rascal vandals for me. Pardon. I'm not sure how I should address you.
시계 지휘관님? 아무튼
Cl-
전투 명령을 내려주십시오.
Would Commander Clock suffice? In any case, we await your orders. Commander Clock? Commander Clock? Oh my god, it's awful. I need to get the correct head on because this clock is not, it's not it, okay? Please never call me Commander Clock ever again. Do we really need orders? Seems like going one-on-one is the only way. It seems like you probably should just kill them! Kill the rascal vandals dead! There are, like, I think 13 of you. And there are 3 of them. You don't need to go one-on-one. You could go for a 4-on-1. That seems like a good idea, right? Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff. Allow me to show you the basics of management and command. Please do. You can give orders to the sinners by connecting chaining skills on the dashboard at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. I
이해가
think
되지 않는군.
I don't get it. This is what Lion struggled against. Oh, I thought that was like, you know, the practice one, so they were just kind of gonna let me win. Perhaps they should not have called me Commander Clock. I'm not a great commander. Who are you one of them? You're too late. They're already...
늦은 건 아무것도 없습니다.
No one is too late, Dante.
우리에게 필요한 건 오직
There's only one thing we need.
되돌릴 시간뿐이니까.
A little time to rewind. I'm suddenly overwhelmed by a sharp pain in my chest, as though my heart were being torn asunder, followed by flashes in the ribs, intestines, stomach, and lungs. Gah! Engulfed in a deluge of torment, twisting and squeezing my entire body, I let out an agonizing scream. Ah! You are! In my fading consciousness, the only thing I could perceive was the deceased's flesh reconstructing in a bizarre manner.
자기소개가 필요한 시점인가
I suppose you all owe them a brief introduction.
그럼
I'm Gregor. We're in this together, Manager Bud. Thanks, man. So glad to know we're buds. Gregor. I can't even read what that says. This center is relatively easy to handle in terms of personality. However, an upsurge of emotion or a sudden change of environment may cause parts or the whole of his body to transform into insectile, notably akin to a carapace, resembling that of the blank, tissues. If you do not wish to be a rude manager, not that you're obligated to be nice, we recommend keeping your facial expressions in check so that your disgust is not visible to him. He sometimes uses cynical language, but he can still be reasoned with, and you can get around him without much difficulty as long as you learn the knack of it. He's a bug. He's a bug. Oh. Don't mind me if I call you by name. You can call me Raja. The unfortunate traits of being backstreets born are apparent in the sinner. She loves money, gambling, and betting, so it is advised to pay close attention to her as the manager. She tends to deflect orders with an unimpressive wink or a silly joke. We recommend making a stern stance at times to remind her that you are her superior. Her mood may be down at irregular intervals. There is nothing you can do to aid her in that state, so we recommend waiting for it to pass. Even with the volatile nature of human growth around his age taken into consideration, this sinner seems to get particularly startled or frown when spoken to. He isn't used to real combat at the moment, meaning that he may struggle to keep himself together at the sight of something as mild as built innards at first. Understandable, Sinclair. As there may be those with violent tendencies among our crew, we recommend taking an approach focused on positive reinforcement with this sinner. He appears to possess a murderous gaze that he himself isn't aware of. This is a hopeful sign that he has the potential to grow into an expert of our company's profession with the right stimuli.
이상이라 하오.
Oh, Yisung's the nerdy pal. Yisung, formerly the youngest chief researcher at the Redacted Wing. This sinner possesses higher intelligence compared to most others. We estimate that everyday conversation with this sinner will prove difficult for managers selected by our current screening process. Avoiding conversation altogether will pose a risk on its own, however. If the sinner remains silent for too long, that means he is currently processing a line of deliberate thought. We recommend waiting patiently for him. Call me Ishmael, if you please. You may be disheartened by the defective state of many of your sinners, but do not worry. This sinner is one of the few who can carry out most missions without much complaint. She is likely to make reasonable judgments, so it is a good idea to start conversations while looking her way if you're seeking sound advice. However, you mustn't forget, this sinner has survived an absurd voyage in a far and wide body of water. Her patience may run deep, but once you take a wrong turn with her, it will be a difficult task to regain her trust.
클리프,
Name's Heathcliff.
멋대로 부수고
Used to be a
깨부수는 일은
professional wrecker
전문으로 하고
for
다녔지.
property and people alike. that's a job. This sinner prefers to take action rather than wait for logic to dictate his course. His thoughts and feelings are blatantly visible in his demeanor, and he has no intention of hiding them. His brashness may cause headaches, or physical injury leading to a headache. In the process of forming a relationship, please do note that this is not an indication of serious damage to the sinner's thought process. If his fit of rage persists, please contact the Human Resources Department. Once you realize that he is the type that tends to be simple-minded, you'll have an easier time handling him. 'Tis my turn to speak. I am Don Quixote. There is no sinner that can outmatch this one's level of passion if we were to measure it. An avid aficionado of all things fixer, she adorns herself with a variety of fixer-related merchandise. They won't affect her performance in combat one way or another, so there is no need for you to restrict her from keeping her decorations. I would never! I love patches and decorations on clothing. Patches and pins are my favorite. She's deeply immersed in the role of a righteous fixer, hence the exaggerated mannerisms akin to those of an actor. Has such a thing ever existed? Really? It is advised to play along with her for a smooth mission. My name's Hong Lu. I hope we can get along well. Hong Lu, a sinner who had lived an affluent life before becoming our company's asset. As such, he has a certain admiration for a free life, but occasionally he may make ignorant and unsavory questions in regards to the food cooked by a certain other sinner or other aspects of the lowly culture. This can cause significant irritation for other sinners. However, it is important to note that no sarcastic undertones are contained in his curiosity-driven inquiries, so it is ill-advised to let them get physical over it. Yoshu? Alright, Yoshu. As they say, every person has their own creed, and it's only right to respect it as the executive manager. But with some creeds, you will have difficulty in even simply pretending to sympathize. You will have noticed that the sinner in question is a silent chain smoker. Nah, I didn't quite notice that one, but I guess I see it now. Whose eyes shine with a euphoric gleam only during battle. Guess I missed that euphoric gleam during the last battle. She believes that senselessly destroying the enemy's heads in an uncultured act and a step backwards for art. Caution, this sinner's background is one that even our company may have trouble handling. It is advised against making her breed personal resentment towards you. Mirasalt? Please refer to me as such. Wants clean and concise commands requiring no judgment on his part.
오티스라고 합니다.
My name is Otis. I would like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. The sinner could serve as an excellent advisor depending on your capability. However, she also has a meddlesome tendency, so it is recommended to keep her satisfied with short replies of agreement. She is an expert when it comes to tactics and various pearls of wisdom about life. Making her advice all the more valuable for your mission. In addition, she possesses a vast knowledge of workshop technologies. You could trust her with simple repairs of the bus. Notice, unlike the other sinners, accessing records pertaining to the past of this sinner is not permitted. Oh! Warning, keep an eye on this sinner and beware that she does not exercise her cunning intellect for purposes other than completing our company's mission. Faust is the name. Faust, the sinner who developed the engine of Mephistopheles, the bus operated by Limbus Company. She claims that there is no one in the city who could rival her library of knowledge and wisdom, and she isn't necessarily wrong. You might find her high and mighty attitude when she allows you to converse with her displeasing, but as seen with how she treats everyone with subtle gestures of arrogance, there is no hope of her parting with it. Ever. We recommend simply nodding once and getting over it. Even though she has unparalleled genius, we can't quite figure out how to use this one. Perhaps you could be the one to find out. Oh?
출발할게. 부릉부릉.
지역으로 출발하지.
There are no captions. This is a really cool animation. So this is the city, I guess. We're going through different districts. Oh my gosh, it's a little like intro movie to the game. After an hour and a half of playing, it's oh my god, we're killing so many. Wait a second, I just realized that. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is Limbus Company. We're probably gonna be playing this for a couple weeks because I do like it. Even if there are 1,000 different pieces to the combat that I will probably never learn. I have terrible memory with the combat aspects of games, and I can't do it. I can barely do Go Fish with how many different aspects there are, and there's like 2. And there are so many languages there. Oh my gosh. There's the districts. District 4, which I think is the one we're in right now. June 985. 6 million population. Limbus Company. Face the sin, save the ego. I think this is a perfect place to cut it off because it's been like 2 hours now. And my mouth is so tired of speaking. I have never read so much aloud in my life. I'm just gonna go lock myself in my room and go mute for the next 3 days. So I will see you all next week for the next Limbus Company video, and in the meantime, you can catch a Minecraft video and a Saturday video game where we have 3 different video games actually on Steam that are free, so you guys can play them all for yourself, and they are super interesting, so I hope you guys catch that video too. Alright, bye-bye!